Okay, now that you have everything pressed, it's time to cut. So open your pattern book to whatever size quilt you're making, from twin, extra long twin, full queen, square queen, whatever. Open it up. When you get open to that page, you're going to go down to the center where it says block yardage. And then it tells you how many blocks total you're going to need. So I'm doing the square queen. It says that I'm going to need 36 blocks total for the whole quilt. 6 across, 6 down. So what we're doing now is cutting the fabric to create the blocks. So then it tells you center square, first light, second light, third light, all the different colors that you have. Under it, it tells you how much to purchase. And then below that, it tells you what to cut. It says cut strips. So, for example, mine says to cut 3 2.5 inch center square strips. And I copied this page just so that I could show you guys. All right, so center square, how much to purchase, 3 2.5 inch strips. Now remember, always buy more than you need. Always buy more than you need. So then, you're gonna lay the fabric out, just like this, and you're gonna cut, just like we did before with the other one, except this time, it's gonna be 2.5 inch strips.
You know what you're doing.
Yes, Grandpa, I do know what I'm doing. All right, so don't forget to cut your selvage edge off. Because the person at the sewing store doesn't have the time that we do to be very careful to make sure that we cut straight. And then also, if you want to fold, so if you get everything even on this end over here, fold it in half, your whole piece of fabric in half, and get it as straight at the top as you can. All right, you can cut like that, and it just makes it shorter so that you can manage it easier, like you can see the top and the bottom for sure. I don't really like to cut like that. It's not my favorite way to cut. I like to see the whole thing, just because sometimes the different layers can have variation a little bit. But this certainly does make it easier so that you can definitely see the lines on your board. So, use your discretion. There are other videos online of how to fold the fabric. So if you have a really large piece of fabric, it teaches you how to fold it. And it gets folded up. It looks kind of like this. And then you can just kind of roll it out as you need it, as much as you need. And then it just kind of makes it a little easier because, like I said, you can see the front, the top, and the bottom of the fabric. So, since we cut small pieces of fabric, don't forget that, like, I have a little piece right here that's missing that I put on my page. So don't forget that you did that, like I did. So I'm gonna refold mine because I wanna use the edge that I didn't cut first, just because that's probably gonna be extra fabric, and that way I don't have to cut as much off, just in case. So then I'm gonna make it up there straight at the top. Just try and make sure that everything is as straight as possible. I don't want to use quite that much. Alrighty. I have a brand new cutter just for this class. Now, I do recommend, like, between every quilt or so, to change your blades. And you know, if you need to change your blade, if you press down with the same consistency all the time on your quilts, and then all of a sudden you start having to cut where it doesn't completely go all the way through, that kind of tells you that it's about time to change your blade. I just went ahead and got a whole new cutter because I'm really bad about laying mine down and not being able to find it, and then I spend like 10 minutes looking for it. Now I have two, and I guess the theory is like, oh, I'm not gonna lose two. Probably still will, but I mean, I'm thinking at least. All right, so we got that cut. Let's see, 2.5 inches. Straight there, straight there. Make it straight here. All right, so there's one. Ta-da! Two. Three. There we go. So there's 3 strips from the center, all nice and cut out. So for the second color, you're gonna do the exact same thing, which is gonna be the first light. You're gonna do the exact same thing. You're just going to have to cut 7 strips. For my size, again, square queen, the first light you need 7 2.5-inch strips. The second light you need 14 2.5-inch strips. And the third light you need 21 2.5-inch strips. So I'm not going to do a play-by-play cut of everything. You guys know how to cut 2.5-inch strips now. If you have questions interpreting your pattern book for your particular size, feel free to email or to send them Facebook Messenger to me. I'll look at it and I'll tell you, break it down a little bit if you're not sure where to look. If you have questions about helping me align your colors, I'm here for that too. So this week, I want the center, color 1, first light, second light, third light. That's what you're gonna cut. So it's gonna be 42 2.5-inch strips if you're also doing the square queen. So 42 2.5-inch strips is my homework. 3 down, so 39 for me. And then next week we're gonna do the 3 darks. If you have questions, let me know. Thanks for watching.